Yeah, I mean, the truth is, the American market now is also influenced by Japan so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think the things we have found are that everything, I mean, even basic like food things like onigiri sell really well at the counter at Marlow and Sons. And, we were doing bento boxes and chirashi and things like that. Um, and all that stuff would sell out as soon as we kind of put it up. So I think there's a huge fascination, or like sort of like the reverse of how was looking at America for a long time. I think there's like a reverse of like us looking to Japan to see what trends are there. I mean, even you see how popular sushi is, it's in every supermarket now. It's like it's so subtle, but it's obviously permeating so many of the spaces. I mean, the idea that you could get a onigiri at the counter where you can also get a scone and a cup of coffee and a egg sandwich is kind of, it's a funny blend, but in this community, it makes perfect sense. And it's not because there's a bunch of Japanese people,
Right, right.
right? It's not because we're serving a Japanese community. So you can tell it, like, whether that's through film or through, traveling or whatever, right? I mean, when I go home, my kids are all watching Japanese anime.
Wow, cool.
All. That's what, that's what, that's where their interests are. You gave my kids a bowl of rice with a little piece of mackerel on top, like they see in the Japanese anime, they would freak out and they would eat it in 20 seconds. Like they would, that's what they want. I mean, we've been very focused on local beef and local lamb and local pork because obviously we're in the Northeast and it's easy to, well, not easy, but we have grasslands. So they can raise those animals and we try and support those farmers. All the fish that we buy, I'd say 95% are all coming from the Northeast. So coming from, fishing from the Montauk and going up north to Rhode Island and, even further up in Massachusetts, the East Coast, a little bit from Maine. And then when we want to buy a treat, we'd buy something like, say, from Japan, or we'd buy like a piece of tuna, or we'd buy something special if we wanted like that as like a splurge or something that we would focus on as like a treat is the best way to say it. We want to serve Japanese yellowtail, for New Year's or for a special, or we're just trying to celebrate something, maybe we'd buy something from there. And if it's frozen and it's, well packaged, then it actually suits that really well.
Yeah, I mean, I think fish is a good idea when it's, shooting for something special.